In this video, following topics are covered in details. What is rationalization of surds, rationalizing factor, rationalization of denominators with all types of examples. Watch the video till the end to understand the topic. Dear students, this is very important topic, rationalization of surds, which is used to simplify the denominator of any expression with the surds. Now first we will learn what is the meaning of rationalization of surd. So the process of rationalization of a surd is multiplying that surd by another surd so that the product is a rational number. So the process of multiplying a surd by another surd to get a rational number is called rationalization of surds. Each of these surds is called the rationalizing factor of the other. So what actually we do? This is the process of multiplying a surd by another surd so that result is a rational number. Both the surds are a rationalizing factor of each other. Rationalizing factor. So rationalizing factor is what? Actually rationalizing factor is a surd which is making the product equal to the rational number. So for example, if we see root 2, so for root 2 if you multiply by another surd so that the result is a rational number, so you can very easily find that if we multiply this by root 2 we are getting the result 2. So this is one rationalizing factor of root 2. We may have more than one rationalizing factor. Say if you multiply root 2 by root of 8, so that will give you root of 16 and the result is 4. So this is another rationalizing factor. So for one surd we may have more than one rationalizing factor. But out of those, say if you have something, see here we can factorize and get some number out of the root. So when we don't have that situation, then that is the simplest one. So this root 2 is the simplest rationalizing factor. Simplest rationalizing factor. And root 8 is another rationalizing factor. Here root 8 is the rationalizing factor of root 2 and root 2 is the rationalizing factor of root 8. Okay, let us take one more example. Say root of 5. If you multiply by root of 5, the result is 5. So root 5 is rationalizing factor of root 5. Okay, so all these are one monomials. Suppose if I take root of 12. Now you see here how to find the rationalizing factor. So you see what are the factors of 12, which one is not having any pair, that will help us to find the rationalizing factor. Now root 12, if you see, it is 2 into 2 into 3. So 3 is one factor, these two will become one pair. So we need to make this a pair. So what number we multiply to make it pair? So 3. So if you multiply this by root 3, so our result is root 36, that is 6. So root 3 is the rationalizing factor of root 12. Understood? Similarly, root 12 is the rationalizing factor of root 3. So these two are rationalizing factor of each other. Now sometimes we have binomials, root 5 minus root 2. Now when it is a binomial, two terms are there with a plus or minus sign in between them. In that case, the rationalizing factor of is equal to the same two terms with the opposite sign. So you have to multiply by root 5 plus root 2. So this is the given irrational number, and this we are multiplying by the opposite sign. Same two terms with the opposite sign. So this, let us see what is the result. So a plus b into a minus b, root 5 whole square minus root 2 whole square. So this becomes 5 minus 2, and the result is 3, which is a rational number. So it means this root 5 plus root 2 is the rationalizing factor of this. So whenever there is a binomial, in that case we just change the middle sign. That new expression will become the rationalizing factor. So next we will learn how to rationalize the denominators. So rationalization of denominator. So rationalization of denominators, the rule is whatever expression is there in the denominator, we find the rationalizing factor of that, and then you multiply both numerator and denominator by the rationalizing factor. So the rule is multiply numerator and denominator by the rationalizing factor of denominator, and simplify. So first one, so 3 root 2 by root 3. So when you are having this, what is the denominator? So now you find the rationalizing factor of the denominator. So denominator is root 3. Rationalizing factor of root 3 is root 3. You can take any other rationalizing factor, but simplest one which is coming to our mind is root 3. So you multiply both numerator and denominator by root 3. So when you multiply denominator, root 3 into root 3 becomes 3, and the numerator is 3 into root 6. Root 2 into root 3 is root 6. So now this 3 and this 3 will cancel. So the result is root 6. Now the denominator is a rational number. Clear? One more example. See, if you have 7 root 5 by say root 6. Now what is the rationalizing factor of root 6? Multiply both by root 6. Root 6 is the rationalizing factor of root 6. Now this you multiply, so you get 6 as the denominator, and in the numerator what you get? 7 root 30. So this is our same expression with the denominator as a rational number. Okay, now when the denominator is a binomial, say 16 by root 11 minus 5. So what, see here it is root 11, but there is no root, no problem. So one of them is root, so same process we follow. What is the rationalizing factor here? Rationalizing factor is root 11 plus 5, and numerator it is also multiplied by same number. We multiply both numerator and denominator by the same, so same rationalizing factor, so that we are not changing the expression. So now if you multiply in the denominator a minus b into a plus b form, so this will give you root 11 square is 11 minus 5 square is 25, and in the numerator it is 16 root 11 plus 5. So this becomes 16 root 11 plus 5 upon, if you subtract it, it will become minus 14. So this you can cancel 2, so it becomes 7 and this becomes 8. So the result is minus 8 by 7 root 11 plus 5. So the denominator is a rational number. So one more example I am taking as, say if it is 3 minus 2 root 2 upon 3 plus 2 root 2. So what is the rationalizing factor of the denominator? Rationalizing factor of the denominator is 3 minus 2 root 2, and you multiply both numerator and denominator by the same. So in the denominator you get a plus b into a minus b, so a square is 9, 3 square is 9, 2 root 2 square is 8. 2 root 2 square if you do, so it is 2 square is 4, root 2 square is 2, so 2 root 4 into 2, 8. Now multiply the numerator, so it is 3 minus 2 root 2 whole square. So 3 minus 2 root 2 whole square. You can use the formula a minus b whole square. So it is 3 square minus 2 into 3 into 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2 square. So we are applying the formula of a minus b whole square. And now you simplify the terms. So 9 minus 8 is 1. So 3 square is 9 minus 4 3 is 12 root 2 plus 2 root 2 square is 8 upon 1. So 1 we can avoid writing. 9 plus 8 is 17 minus 12 root 2. So the denominator is a rational number. Is it clear? Understood? Same way, sometimes we are given one expression with 3 terms in the denominator. So in that case, we apply this twice. The same idea we apply twice. One more example, 1 by root 3 minus root 2 plus 1. So in this case what we do, take these two as one term and this is the second term. Now what is the sign here? Plus. So we change this sign. So this becomes 1 by root 3 minus root 2 plus 1 is given. So we multiply both numerator and denominator by root 3 minus root 2 and change this sign, minus 1, root 3 minus root 2 minus 1. So this becomes, denominator is root 3 minus root 2 whole square minus 1 square, and our numerator becomes 1 into this, so root 3 minus root 2 minus 1. Now you simplify the denominator, it becomes root 3 minus root 2 minus 1 upon a minus b whole square. So root 3 square is 3 minus 2 into root 3 into root 2 is root 6 and plus root 2 square is 2. Okay, a is a minus b whole square formula. Now minus, this is 1 square 1. Okay, so this becomes root 3 minus root 2 minus 1 upon, if you simplify this, 3 plus 2 5, 5 minus 1 4 minus 2 root 6. Now it becomes 2 terms. Now again apply the same idea, these 2 terms, this is minus, multiply by 4 plus 2 root 6. So that is the rationalizing factor of this denominator. Now you multiply numerator and denominator. So in the denominator you will get 4 square is 16 minus 2 root 6 square is 4 6 is 24. 6, 2 square is 4 and root 6 square is 6. So 4 into 6, 24. Now you multiply this term by term. This into this, 4 root 3 plus 2 root 3 into root 6 is root 18 minus 4 root 2 minus 2 root 12. Then you multiply by minus 1, minus 4 minus 2 root 6. So this becomes, let us simplify each term. It becomes 4 root 3 plus this is see root 18. So root 18 is actually 3 into 3 into 2. So out of those 2 3's, so we can write it as 3 into root 2, means 3 we can take out, and that 3 will be multiplied with this 2. So this becomes 6 root 2 minus, this is already simplest form, 4 root 2, and here see out this 12 means 2 into 2 into 3. So 1 2 we can take out, so that will be multiplied by this 2, and this becomes 4 root 3 minus 4 minus 2 root 6 upon this is minus 8, 16 minus 24. What are the like terms here? See 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3. So these will cancel. Opposite sign, it becomes 0. And this is 6 root 2 minus 4 root 2. So 6 root 2 minus 4 root 2 is 2 root 2. So this is 2 root 2. And this is minus 2 root 6. Minus 2 root 6 minus 4. And denominator is minus 8. So we can just take some 2 common and cancel. So you take 2 common, it becomes root 2 minus root 6 minus 2 upon minus 8. So 2 cancels, so it is 4. So this minus we can take in the numerator. We can write as minus of root 2 minus root 6 minus 2 upon 4. So this is our simplest form. So we have rationalized the denominator. Understood? So this way you can now try same type of questions. Thank you very much. This is very important.